What if I told you that the secret to lasting weight loss and confidence doesn't start with a workout or diet? It starts with changing the way you think. I used to believe that the only way to get results was through strict routines and flawless plans. But the truth is, without the right mindset, it was so hard to stay consistent. So if you're a master procrastinator, this video is for you. When I focused on my mindset first, everything changed, and I'm gonna show you how you can make these same shifts. So stick around as I share the 5 most powerful mindset shifts that can transform your journey into something you love and stick with for the rest of your life. Embrace progress over perfection. Do you feel like everything has to be perfect before you see results? That same belief could be the very thing holding you back. Perfectionism can lead to burnout and frustration. When you focus instead on small daily improvements, you build that resilience and confidence over time. One of my favorite authors, Brené Brown, her research shows that when people focus on progress rather than perfection, it tends to help them have higher self-esteem and greater resilience. This is essential for long-term success, not just for your fitness journey, but for all areas of your life, because you're training yourself to celebrate wins instead of stressing over flaws. How can you possibly succeed if you constantly beat yourself up over and over again? So let's go into some actionable steps. Have a daily check-in with yourself. At the end of each day, acknowledge one small step you took towards your goals. I have a progress journal. I suggest you have one too. Track weekly wins, big or small, and use these as motivation to keep moving forward. Having trained thousands of people to get the body of their dreams, it's not a lack of motivation, it's the fact that they're not seeing those small wins or celebrating it for them to keep going. Results don't happen when you lose the 50 pounds. Results happen when you can celebrate half a pound today. Celebrate each milestone with something meaningful, reinforcing your progress in a way that feels good. If you've ever read the book Atomic Habits, all habits are attached to a reward system. So if you lose 15 pounds, make sure you buy that favorite dress you've been thinking about for the last few years. You're constantly working toward a meaningful goal. How amazing would it feel to get in that tight blue dress that hugs all your curves? Number 2, build a growth mindset around challenges. When I first became a personal trainer, my personal trainer manager asked me, what is the quote that you want to put on the wall for people to want to get to know you? I told him, I want it to be, if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. That was 10 years ago, and it still applies to my life today. Challenges don't have to stop you. In fact, they can be the very thing that keeps you moving forward. Adopting a growth mindset means seeing challenges as a chance to grow, not something to fear. Fear is an acronym. It's either face everything and run, or with a different lens, it's face everything and rise. And it's your choice whether you want to run or rise. This mindset shift helps you face setbacks with resilience. The aim of the game is consistency, and with a growth mindset, you can do anything. Living in a Chinese household, the metric of success to my family was about what scores I would get on my report card. It would also be about what job title did I have to impress my family. It'd all be attached to a number or a label. I had to grow out of this because that was the same crippling thing that kept me from succeeding. It was the same thing that kept me from growing. Once I started hanging around people that prioritize personal development, everything changed. When things go wrong, which it will, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? To be a winner, you need to understand that there's never losses, it's either wins or lessons. So each week, set one goal that pushes you outside your comfort zone. Just one. A great book to read on this is Eat That Frog. It talks about doing that one difficult thing every single morning to achieve your goals. If you're a master procrastinator, I highly suggest it. Picture how you'll feel 1 year from now if you overcome each challenge, each goal, ticking off milestone after milestone. How would your body look? What would your health look like? Who would you inspire? Who would you influence? How would the kids feel? Number 3, prioritize consistency over motivation. If you're trying to get the body of your dreams and you're waiting for motivation to magically appear, you might be waiting forever. Here's why consistency matters so much more. When I was 17, I had no idea what to do in the gym. All my friends were athletes. I remember one day they invited me to do my first gym session. I hated it. I had so much gym anxiety, it was crippling. I was so embarrassed because all my friends were lifting so much heavier than I was, and I just felt so weak and tired. I didn't go back to the gym for a year. I was actually highly motivated to change. I mean, all my friends were hanging around the cool people, playing team sports, getting all the girls, and here I am, small, weak Chinese kid. So yes, I was highly motivated to go to the gym, but in the same breath, I was demotivated when I felt like I couldn't do it. I felt so weak. I would say to myself, why would I even bother? I'm just gonna go play video games. Motivation is so unpredictable, guys, but building consistency creates habits that stack, helping you make progress even on the tough days, even on the days when you have no energy, you're tired, the kids are driving you crazy, you're not being appreciated at work, and you just feel like you have no energy. When you have the consistency, the game changes. So here are some actionable steps. Set non-negotiables, things that you won't negotiate on. Pick 1 or 2 small actions you can commit to every single day, regardless of how much motivation you have. Pair a new habit with an existing routine. For example, do 10 minutes of movement right after your morning coffee. Get some vitamin D because studies show that when you have more vitamin D in your body, you're in a better mood. But don't stop there. Share your goal, share your challenge, share it with someone who can keep you on track when motivation dips. Find an accountability partner, find a community that can help support your goals. Number 4, shift your focus from appearance to your health. What if your main goal was to feel good and energized, not just to see a number on the scale? One of my first clients, Vesna, lost 30 pounds in 6 months. However, throughout that period, she was so up and down in her mood because she would relate her success based on what she would see on the scale. Now, if you ever look at a scale graph and you zoom out over 6 months, it doesn't go straight down. There will be ups and downs, weddings and birthday cake. That will show up on the scale. However, if you zoom out and you start to realize, what else can you celebrate along the way? Because the weight will go down provided that you do the work. So along the journey, what I told her to do was grab a gratitude journal, find out what she was grateful for, actually celebrate the wins of getting more energy in the morning without relying on that morning coffee. All of these things can be celebrated. It doesn't have to wait. You can start now. Because appearance-based goals can lead to pressure and self-doubt. Focusing on health-based goals is way more empowering, and it creates a sustainable approach that you don't have to ever give up. A study by the National Institute of Health found that people who focus on health benefits like better sleep and increased energy are more likely to make lifestyle changes that last. How many people do you know that have lost the weight and put it back on? Don't let that be you. Actionable steps. Focus on health wins. Each week, jot down one positive change you notice in your health. It could be how you feel, how you function. Do you feel stronger? Are you planking longer? Are you doing more push-ups? Do you notice when you walk up the flight of stairs, you're not huffing and puffing? Do you notice when you play with your kids, you're not trying to catch up to them? What you can also do is pay attention to foods that make you feel energized as well. Are you hitting your protein intake for the first time in years? Are you actually having a better relationship with carbs and not demonizing food? These are all wins. Now, to make this stick, what I want you to do is have a long-term vision. Write down how you want to feel in 5 years, not just how you want to look. Let this be your guide for the choices you make today. Sure, I know you want the J-Lo body, but think about how you feel every single day and the J-Lo body will come. Number 5, cultivate self-compassion for lasting confidence. Imagine if you treated yourself with kindness no matter what happened on your journey. Imagine if you had positive words to yourself when you look in the mirror, as opposed to self-loathing. Imagine you giving yourself daily affirmations, talking about how beautiful you are. Imagine committing to the best version of you and telling yourself you are made for more. Confidence is all about doing the hard things consistently over time. Confidence is not losing 50 pounds. There's plenty of people that you know in your life that have had the body of their dreams that have no confidence because they don't practice self-compassion. And no, self-compassion isn't about going easy on yourself, eating Doritos and going for 3,000 steps and taking a gym selfie and walking out without doing the work is not self-compassion. It's about supporting yourself through the tough times, making it easier to stay committed and confident. Self-compassion could be hiring a trainer just to support you throughout this journey, even though you know what you need to do. That's self-compassion. Heck, I've been a personal trainer for 10 years. I still hire a coach because I want to get out of my own way, because I know that I'm going to need support. Even though I know what to do doesn't mean I'll necessarily do it. Humans are funny. We're all creatures of habit. We are built for survival, not thrival. Yes, I just made up a word. Actionable steps. Start with daily affirmations. Buy some sticky notes. Write down one positive affirmation and statement about yourself today. You could literally start by saying, "Thank God I have a body that's able and capable of training and exercising. I love my body every single day and it's getting stronger and feeling even more energetic than the day before. I am beautiful, not because of the scale, but because who I am as a person. I love what I see in the mirror and I'm going to love it even more tomorrow. I love how I'm getting rid of these flabby arms more every single day. My belly fat is going slowly and slowly every single day. I've done more steps this month than I've ever done in my whole entire life. I'm finally prioritizing my protein intake because muscle matters." You can give yourself these beautiful affirmations today. You don't have to wait. How would you feel when you start creating habits like this that make you actually feel good? And remember, if you miss a day of affirmations, it's a mistake. If you miss it again, it's a new habit. Write that down. So if you want sustainable weight loss and confidence, we want to focus on progress. We want to have growth mindset. We need consistency. We want to make it health-based, not appearance-based. And most importantly, practice self-compassion. All we need to do from here, guys, is pick one of these mindset shifts and commit to it for a week. Notice how it impacts not just your fitness journey, but how you feel about yourself. Now, if you want to lose 25 pounds in the next 90 days or less, message me on Instagram and I'll send you a free ebook that's helped 249 women lose 25 pounds without restrictive dieting or doing any cardio. And if you want to be even more consistent than what you are now, click on this video and I'll see you on the other side.